Welcome to this week's episode of Azentuary. We left off last time having run desperately trying to make it through shadows with little skittering things inside, bursting through the tiny door one after another. Finally, at the end, Foxglove makes it through just in time to fall to the ground at Barry's feet. She lays there, unmoving. So we'll start out. Foxglove, I need you to make an intelligence save.
Wait, Foxglove's good.
Yeah, Foxglove's the smart one.
Make that a 7.
Okay, so she is out, not moving. Barry, you poke and prod and get nothing. And Poplart, you see Grimmel like holding, feathered hands to head, like quiet, quiet, quiet. Almost like there's someone yelling at them. So first, given this setup, what do you guys do?
Oh. Me grab Foxglove. Me drag her in further into room to safety.
All right, you drag her in. She is totally limp, not moving. Grimmel comes over and sounds all angry and says, got a message. I need to be conduit. Come here. And orders you guys to come over, and then puts an arm down onto Foxglove body and holds up another for you guys to come over. And when Barry and Poplart touch Grimmel, all of a sudden everything goes black. You guys find yourself in kind of a fuzzy fog. There's images flashing, and Foxglove, you are at a performance. You recognize it. It's almost like a tape replaying. You're at a tavern you were at recently, maybe just a couple months back. There's a bunch of kind of grumpy looking humans there. You were promised to be paid well, but apparently there just wasn't that much money to go around. And things are starting to heat up. You look across the room and you see two faces that you don't recognize from that performance. It's Barry and Poplart at the back of the room. What do you guys do? You guys say anything? Do anything? Etc.
Me very confused. Me not know why. Me is all of a sudden in tavern listening to Foxglove perform. It might take a while for me to come to grips with this.
Oh, this is interesting.
So, Foxglove, you remember this. You remember doing a great performance, and at the end there was a bar fight, and you were really angry because you didn't get properly paid.
Sounds about right.
But you have not performed yet. You're right back where you were pre-performance.
So I recognize that this is a memory.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't think I've come across this experience before. Quite an interesting thing to be trapped in one's own memory, isn't it?
You hear the crowd yelling, "Play! Play! Play!"
Well, I suppose I shall give them a show. Wait a minute. If I remember this memory correctly, then they didn't pay me after the show, so why on earth would I perform it? Performing. I already know what's going to happen.
Alright, you set your instrument back down, like you started picking it up, you put it back down. And make a dex save.
That's always a good sign, isn't it? 18, let's go, suckers!
Nice. You dodge your head to the side as what you're pretty sure you caught from the corner of your eye to be a tomato go flying past and hit the post behind you.
Alright, perhaps I'll persuade these fools, these ignoramus. Alright, you buffoons. If you would like me to perform at your tinky little establishment, then I want half of my money up front.
The crowd kind of looks back and forth at each other. A roll of persuasion.
Oh boy. Six.
They yell, play, play, play! And a bunch of, like, lettuce and stuff gets chucked up at you on stage. Obviously nothing as chunky as a potato or a tomato this time.
Wait a minute, I have an idea. Could I slip vicious mockery into my song?
I guess it's not meant to attack more than one person. You're supposed to identify a target.
The target is the room.
What about instead of giving them all damage, I just give them all migraines? And that's my payoff for letting it affect more than one person.
I guess it is, well, I mean, a migraine is damage.
Well then fine, just a pesky headache, a ringing in the ear, anything to annoy these suckers.
Fair enough. You don't have any other...
Being off key.
No! I'm better than singing off key just to annoy some buffoons.
Hey, yeah, I mean, sure, let's... I'm trying to think if there's a good way you could do this, and... Well, I mean, we've established that, you know, it's in your head, so I guess, yeah, you could vicious mockery basically yourself, and it would hurt all of them.
Huh. Is right, it is my dream, isn't it?
So, yeah, go for it. You could manipulate this world as you see fit.
Alrighty then. I shall perform for them, and slip in some vicious mockery just to annoy the crap out of them.
Sure. I like this. Go ahead and... Oh, what are we going to roll for this?
I
Yeah,
know, it's
go
a
ahead and-
predicament.
Well, let's just roll like a 1d4 twice, and then take the higher number, and that's how much damage you do.
4.
Ah, there you go. Everyone is like, quiet, quiet, no, it's horrible.
Oh, but
I
you
can't."
wanted me to sing, so now you must suffer. I don't really care. I'm not your mother.
Oh, that's good. All right. At this, so interestingly enough, even though it seems to be hurting all of them, you notice that Barry and Poplar don't seem to be affected. They're just standing there watching this whole thing. And as you start to sing that song you were singing, some of the angry ones turn at the back and look at Barry and Poplart, and you can't quite hear them at the back, but you can see on their lips they're saying something like, "You don't belong."
Alright. I shall go up to the ones in the back and pummel them.
Okay, you jump off stage.
Sure.
All right. As you do, you notice that the crowd splits, like Moses parting the seas, or I guess Charlton Heston parting the seas, and they follow you. Their eyes are fixed as now you have jumped down, which you didn't do in real life, so the memory is changing. And they're focusing now on what has caused the change.
Changes.
Well, isn't this eerie? So that begs to question about this memory world of mine. I mean, really, we should be doing more research about this, isn't it? Like, we don't know anything about these kinds of situations. But I guess I'll continue walking.
All right. You continue walking, and they continue splitting. And let's see, Poplar and Barry, give me a perception check.
That's
Is me even in her dream?
You are.
You're in the back.
I got.
Me rolled that one.
Oh, Poplar
Oh, no.
gets 14.
All right. So Barry, you're just kind of like looking over at a banner that looks really weird. That we'll say that, at some point Foxglove had seen and thought, "Oh, it's kind of interesting. Nice work. Maybe I'll steal it later." Uh, and but Poplar, you notice that with every step that Foxglove takes closer to you, that at least a dozen eyes from the crowd actually turn, look past her, and focus on you.
Hey, Barry. I get the feeling that maybe we should be careful a little bit. Like, I do appreciate attention and all, but it's kind of something maybe different types of attention. This is doesn't seem very nice.
What?
Just
Me not understand.
Uplart just kind of gently nudges Barry's head and points at the eyes all staring at us like, yeah, you see that?
Me not understand why they're staring at us.
Well,
We're not
obviously,
doing
I mean, we are quite sexy, as you might think, but I get the feeling that those aren't really like lovey-dovey eyes. I figured you might have a better understanding of what lovey-dovey eyes are.
Not really. Me not have much success yet.
Right. Okay. Well, all right. Well, tell you what. You just go ahead and keep sitting here, looking all you, and I'm just gonna maybe make my way this way. Papa gets up and starts trying to find a door.
You find the entrance door and kind of slip through it, and you find as you back out, slipping through, you back yourself right back into the room.
Oh,
The door leads right to the same place you were.
oh, this is interesting. Are there any rafters?
Yeah, I mean it's a tavern.
All right. Poplar just as he comes back in is like, all right, well, enjoy the show, guys, and flies up and sits in the rafters.
So from your now eagle-eye vantage point, you can see that about half the room is staring up at you, and the other half is staring at Barry. And as the group splits further, as Foxglove finally reaches Barry, the entire column on his side moves towards him.
Now, Barry, I'm not an expert tactician, but that is a lot of people.
Yeah. Me not know much about. Me not set up for group fighting. Let's see.
Thought you
Me
were
yell
the
out.
squad.
Me yell out to crowd, hey, if you want to experience love goddesses paladin. Line forms to left.
Trying to decide if that's a persuasion or an intimidation check. Well, I guess, yeah, you could try to persuade them if you want, or intimidate them into it. You take a pick.
All right. Me roll for intimidation. Maybe they run away.
Okay.
Oh, for crying out loud. Me roll 8.
Oh, man. All right,
I'm
as
not
you...
rolling 1s and 2s.
I don't know what to tell you. Well, you gotta quit using the... It's the D... You're supposed to use the D20, not the D2, you know.
Was the D20.
I was trying to make you feel better.
What would a
All right,
D2 even be? A toothpick?
D1 is a
What
ping
would a
pong ball.
D2 be?
D2 is a coin.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I like that definition. Okay, so 5 of them leap at you, Barry.
All right.
So I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Hopefully I can roll. I'll roll 3 this time, I bet. Oh, no. Much better. 18.
Oh yeah.
Or,
So-
no, sorry, 17.
7. Well, still, those 5 jump on you and try to take you down, and you spin and turn and knock them off, casting them to the side.
Ugh, yeah. Freya, also goddess of, me paladin. Me know how to fight.
Very nice. All right. Does Foxglove, do you want to do anything? You've now made it here. You witnessed this thing happen to Barry, and well, I guess Poplar flying to the rafters.
Well, it's... Again, I've never been in a memory of mine before. I don't really know what to exactly do about it. Perhaps if I put the memory back to normal, perhaps everyone will stop trying to kill my friends. It's a possibility, I suppose. Maybe I should try it out? I mean, I guess I'll go back to the stage, see what happens. I don't know. Nothing can get worse at this point.
Right. Well, as you climb back on the stage, do you start like just playing right away, like the song that you were playing that night?
Yeah, I suppose I shall.
Okay.
Changes.
So
Don't change a thing, changes.
okay, so the front row turns back and is supporting you, but behind them there's an additional 6 that stay focused and move on Barry and Poplart. As you look down, you notice the various people starting to grab something from their coats, like they're getting ready to do something to you.
Ooh, she's singing and they're not paying attention to her?
So the front rows, the way I rolled it, the front rows of people were paying attention to her, but the back 2 rows are focused entirely on you guys.
But you said that the people who are focused on me seem like they're going to cause me... Well, they're gonna do something, and I'm guessing it's unsavory.
Poplar just
Well,
says,
the ones that are
hey,
focused
enjoy
on
the
you
show.
seem calm. Like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then the last rows are looking at these interlopers like they're not supposed to be there.
Huh.
Me draw long sword, me me slowly draw a long sword and then drive point into floor and stand there and radiate menace.
Nice. Do you have to roll for that?
I'll try intimidation again.
What doesn't menace? Isn't that like an orcish ability that you're like causing fear or something?
I don't think so. Let me
Menace 5e orc racial
Yeah,
trait.
I do have menacing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm not sure exactly how that works.
Oh, you add your proficiency bonus to it. So when you do your intimidation, if you use menace and you roll for intimidation, you also get your proficiency bonus on top of your roll.
Okay, cool. Let me see what my double check. I think what's my proficiency? Oh, it's only +2. Weird. Okay. All right.
still pretty
you
low level.
try.
Yeah, it was still low level, but it is pretty cool that you get to do that.
Okay. Well, so intimidation, I already have a +6 on that because that is charisma based. And
You bump
then,
up to 8.
yeah, so I'll bump that up to 8. So that gives me a dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, so you do what you did there. Let me just do a quick roll. Oh, yeah. Every single one of them fails and basically gives you a very wide berth. They all move far back and away from you. They turn away almost like kind of looking to check on you, like they know they're supposed to be doing something, but they're too afraid to approach.
Yeah, nice.
Poplark, do you do anything?
I look to see. Oh, do I? Oh, I know. I have a multitude of coins sitting in my pocket. I start chucking little coins at them, to distract them. Like,
So, interestingly enough, they don't seem to be interested.
Papa just looks down and says, "Sorry, Barry, out of ideas. Want some coins?"
Me reply. Throw them at Foxglove. Well, at Foxglove's feet. Maybe crowd will follow suit.
Not a bad idea. Just start chucking a few more at the feet.
Oh, now roll persuasion.
Oh, that's 17.
Nice. So you get others to start doing that. And all of a sudden, starting with the guys that are at the back by Barry and the ones that were looking up at you, they start just kind of disappearing, just fading out of existence. And it moves like a wave forward until there's no one left but the three of you in the room.
Aha! Behold the power of shinies!
This really weird.
There's
I don't think
almost
people valuing shiny stuff's that weird. We have odd priorities in life.
No, the fact that people disappeared. I swear, Poplar, sometimes I wonder about you.
Oh, what do you wonder?
You hear
How dumb you really are.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
and you hear a crunching sound. It's kind of coming from the air all around you. And you get this kind of fuzzy feeling, and the whole tavern begins to get wibbly wobbly, like, heat ripples off of concrete on a hot summer's day. And you blink. You look around. Now, Foxglove, when you were becoming a bard, did you go to the Bard Academy?
I believe I did.
So, can you kind of describe the academy for us? Like, what did it look like?
Well, it was on the cheaper side, definitely, but overall it was a rather... What's the word? Social, like, classist kind of system.
Mm.
Being a former street rat and urchin myself, it didn't give me any popularity points, I'll tell you that. Other than that, the atmosphere was good to any outsiders. Quite inviting, mostly so we could get more money for fundraising.
Interesting. And
Bard's Academy for people who
I
want to
meant-
learn to sing and do stuff.
at Bard's Academy who aren't very good at singing and do stuff and want to be able to do that stuff better.
Exactly.
Sure.
So while you were there was one bard who particularly played into the classism. He was obviously from a noble family and liked to harass you. Was a real pain in the lower back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call him Fanquet.
Kumquat?
No, Franquet. It's like a nobleman's name that the fantasy name generator kicked out for me. So he, in this scene that you have set now, is a memory you have. There's a time when you were learning to play, and you thought you had just done rather well. You, say, rolled a solid 15, though, your skill level is still low, you were learning. But he was relentless, giving you nothing but a nasty, vicious mockery as the others were applauding.
Whoever's making me relive these memories really do like taking the bad ones, don't they? Why can't they let me relive of the first time I saw a rainbow, or when I met that stray cat, Anything other than this.
As you mention and think of the rainbow, you notice he kind of blinks and shakes his head, almost like it threw off something.
Alright then. Whatever's making me relive these memories, they're forgetting all the good ones. About how the time I joined the Adventurers Guild and got my first paycheck. The time I made my first friends, even though they are dimwits. How about the first time we cleared out something together? We felt real proud of ourselves then, didn't we? Or any other time I felt proud or happy. That isn't this a lovely lot that is presented me with.
You notice he keeps shaking his head out of character, as if it's a different person that's in his suit. Like, they're almost like there's a Franquet marionette in front of you.
And you, whoever you are. I don't know what your game at is or what you're playing at, sir, but whatever it is, then it needs to stop right now, because you cannot mess with Foxglove. That is just something you cannot and will not do, and I shall not allow it.
You standing up to him, being so uncharacteristic for this memory, this point in your life. He looks over and makes eye contact with Barry and Poplart. Keeps shaking his head. His eyes get big, and he goes to say something, but instead there is a sudden, loud, ringing, intense, like painfully intense noise that erupts from him. An explosion in a 10-foot sphere around him. And I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, 16.
Oh.
19.
Yeah, 20.
Wow. Nice. You said nat 20?
Yep.
So you take absolutely no damage. You just stand there as this wave of sound rushes over you. The other two, Foxglove and Poplar, you hold your ears as the ringing comes and some blood trickles out, taking 5 damage each.
Ah.
Okay, I've just about had it with these. I pull out my rapier.
Awesome. He looks shocked, as you did not have a rapier at the time of this memory. He's not sure how to react.
Well, I'm going to show him how to react, and that is that hopefully he doesn't block. I shall attack him.
Well, roll to hit.
Where my dice go? 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, you hit.
9 damage.
You feel your rapier slide even through the chain shirt that he is wearing and pierce into him. It looks incredibly painful. He doesn't necessarily show it on his face, but it looks incredibly painful.
Well, what happens now?
Well, you do that, and I guess the others need to roll initiative.
Okay, me roll initiative. Me roll a 9.
Foxglove gets the top.
What does the Teferi man roll?
19.
Good lord.
I got a lot of decks.
Well, Poplar, you can get to go next.
All right. Who else do we have around us here?
It's just Fop. One
Yeah,
Fop.
there's just this one. It was like a one-on-one thing going on. There are other what appears to be bards in training, but they look like shadows and dust, just like a crowd frozen in time that's not even there. You know, like an after image of sorts.
All right. I suppose then I start off by hiding and preparing my bow. I'm not sure where I can hide. Is there like a good space aside from behind Barry?
There is not.
All right, and I don't suppose hiding behind Barry really counts. So,
Why not? He's He's like 4 of you.
yeah, but does that really count as hiding and getting an advantage on an attack by hiding behind someone? I mean, it kind of can be if I just pop around and do stuff, but it's really kind of bending the rules.
You could, it's fine. You could literally hang on his back, and Barry could be like, "Say hello to my little friend," as you like flip out between his legs and fire your bow
All
at
right,
him.
then I do that, like ha.
All right.
And
So I guess you swing down and take a
except for the
shot.
fact I just rolled a hide, and because I guess I can hide as a bonus action, but no, I got a nat 1 on my hiding.
Oh, yeah, you go to, I guess, hide behind Barry, and I'm not sure what happens.
I run into his leg
I'm not sure how
instead.
to deal with it now.
I go to try to hide in, and instead I go bonk, and yeah. Mm,
And he's well armored, so you bonk yourself pretty good.
Yeah. And then I guess I go and try to take a shot at disadvantage. I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
All right, so that's a 10 to hit.
That does not
Ah!
hit. The little birdie distracts you too much. Oh, as a side effect of where you're existing currently, when you bonked yourself, a little bluebird started flying in circles around your head.
Shoo, shoo, shoo.
All right, Barry, you just had Poplart slam into you, and he's now flipping his hand above his head, trying to shoo something that you can't see.
Me not care. Me step forward, punch Fop in face.
Awesome. I guess give me a roll to hit, and then do your strength.
Yeah. 10.
Uh,
Telegraphed punch.
yeah, he just kind of tips to the side, and he goes, you forgot to say the magic word. And while you do that, do a charisma save.
Um, 8.
8. All right, you failed that, so you have disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. Until at least the end of your next turn, I guess, is the way I'm reading it. All right, so he has a bit of fun and finesse. Let's see. I guess he jumps up, acts very very proud. He looks like he's been almost imbued with bravery and draws out his short sword, which, will be fair, is quite pathetic in comparison to what Foxglove brought to the fight. But nonetheless, he goes, "On guard! Ha ha!" and takes a stab right at Barry. And that is a... well, let's just say he misses.
Oh, good.
It was really pathetic. I rolled a 13.
That's not pathetic. That's actually not too bad. I'd kill for a 13 right now.
Oh, all right. Well, I thought he would roll higher. In any case, he's... well, that didn't work. As he looks down and at his weapon, it is Foxglove. What do you do?
All right. Well, the rapier seemed to at least hurt him a little bit. But instead, I am going to cast Thunderwave.
Well,
Wait,
okay.
actually, how close are my party members?
Be right next to you,
Them.
Racer.
How
Yeah.
dare you? So annoying. I've wanted to use this spell for so long, but they're always right next to me, and I don't want to hurt them. For once. Alright, never mind then. I suppose I'll attack it with my rapier again. Seemed to work the first time at least. That is a 14 to hit.
Which does not hit.
Well, gosh dang it.
Yep.
Poppycock.
Yeah. You go to slide your weapon in, and he dodges out of the way, and you feel it just like chink across his shirt. Poplar, are you
Trying to get back and hiding behind Barry again because I'm not really sure I like being out here with the a fancy guy who's hurting me with his mind, and also birds. So let me see here. Hey, I actually got a successful hide this time. I got 27.
Yep, you are well hidden. Well, behind
Yes.
Barry.
And then I pop between his legs to try and fire an arrow. And that's a 21 to hit.
Whew. Yeah, you swing down and you hit.
All right. And this arrow is hidden. Let's see here. It was for... and then... It hits for 17 damage.
Dang.
That'll teach that no
All
good
right.
thingy-ma-thing that, gives me birds in the face.
All right. Well, all right, Barry. It is your turn, and you are you have a disadvantage to attack.
How long did you say this was good for?
Just this round.
No. Me try menace again.
Oh, okay. I'm trying. All right, go for it.
Ooh, nice. 26.
Yeah, that totally scares the crap out of him.
Does he stumble back a few steps or what?
Yeah, why not? Let's just say, yeah, exactly. He's 2 steps back. He is absolutely terrified at the moment. And in his panic, he in his panic and trying to back up, get away, you feel a wave of thunderous force slam into you. And I need a Constitution save from everyone.
And 13.
Huh. Uh, 11.
All right, and Foxglove.
12.
Oh,
11, 12,
all right.
13. Just
Wow.
like we roll.
All right. Well, everyone takes 10 thunder damage and is blasted 10 feet away from everyone else.
Hey, question. When we started this, did we get our full health or whatever health we were at?
Yes, you started at full because you were entering a different world.
Okay,
Right.
thank God.
Yeah, it's your idealized self, if you will.
Okay. I am not dead then. Great. Anyway, whatever, I live. Alrighty.
All right. So he does that, and he is trying to move away from you, Foxglove. You're now like, let's say, 15 feet comfortably away from him as he is turning and trying to flee.
Now you can use some Thunder Wave, because we're all 10 feet apart from each other now.
Alright then. I'm going to go up to him and at least get within 10 feet of him, and then cast Thunder Wave.
Okay. Roll the cast. Make sure you don't nat one.
16 to cast.
Nice. You're good, and he fails his save. So roll that beautiful thunder damage.
Okie dokie, let's see how you like it, mister.
Thunder.
That was almost as much damage as it could be. That is a 15.
Holy crap!
I know, it's 2d8. I rolled a 7 and an 8.
Well, the good news is you do that, and he goes flying forward, slams into the ground, goes down, and does not get up.
Yay, I've conquered the demons of my past. You guys should be cheering right now.
Yay.
And scattering me as flowers and rose petals.
Me give golf clap.
This is the worst celebratory recognition I've ever gotten.
You say worst or most?
Says,
Worst.
Like bratwurst?
No, not bratwurst.
it's
We aren't here to think about food. We're here to think about why we're here and why we were here in the first place.
Uplart nudges Barry and says, by the way, what's recognition? I always heard about it, but never quite seen it.
Ugh, me neither.
Oh, that's simple. Just become a bard like me, and you'll get it all the time.
We
Me not think Uplart has enough talent as singer.
Oh, that's fine. He just has to look the part.
So, as you guys are verbally jabbing at each other, the body that had been cast asunder starts melting into the ground, and with it, a hole forms and melts over under you. You fear for a moment like you're going to fall in, but then you realize that it just washes over you, and you find yourself standing in a street. It seems to be a city somewhere. You can't quite make it out. Except Foxglove. You recognize it, or at least you think you do. Roll a history check.
Oh, great. This is another memory. Four.
You don't actually seem to remember the city name, but you do recognize the street. In fact, you see a very small elf child wrapped in rags, and you believe you recognize her.
Yes, I kind of believe I do.
You wish to set the scene?
I can. If you so wish, DM.
Well, I'm just offering. You don't have to. I can go off almost infinitely, but I thought this is your history. You might want to color it.
Well, this was before I became a bard. Back when I was simply an urchin who just mooched off people or even stole. I didn't like stealing, though. I would often perform on the streets. Some people would shoo me away, but some were nice and offered me gold coins for my performances. I guess that's why I chose being a bard when it came to it. This particular day, I think I remember particularly hungry this day, but there was just no foot traffic. I couldn't get any money or food for that part. I remember it being cold. Those days I don't remember much other than that. Being hungry and cold and feeling sorry for myself.
But you were trying to find warmth. There was a house, known by many, a place of sorcerers that seemed to emanate heat from its walls. A place that you could go and hide and stay a little bit warm. You knew it well. It was down the neighboring street, and when you went around the corner, you noticed an unusual-looking man, dressed head to toe in a robe, something that looked out of place for this area, something that looked particularly unusual. He entered that building, that nice, warm hearth of a building.
I wondered who he was. But I guess it hardly matters now anyways.
Well, except you did find that warmth. You go and you curl up next to it. But something happens. Inside, as you're waiting, you hear shouting. You hear cursing. You can't make out what exactly is going on. There seems to be a variety of languages spewing out. From the wall overhead, suddenly pieces come flying down, rocks tumble over and hit you in the head, and you see in the adjacent building glowing red coins embed themselves in the wall and then melt away. A few of the drops rain down. They hit you in the feet. At first, there's a slight burn, but you feel the realization that the secret to your future is to acquire wealth, to get money. Something touched you that day, and there's something in that building still. You're locked here. You see yourself in the alleyway, and the three of you, Foxglove, Poplart, and now Adult Foxglove, Poplart, and Barry, are standing there next to the building.
Ain't really confused.
Believe me, I am too. All right then, memory of mine. Let's see how much you can actually answer for me, shall we? I'm going to barge into that building. I know what I encounter.
Here we go again.
Look, Barry, this is my memory, and I get to choose what I do with it.
We follow.
It's my memory and I want it now.
You burst into the building, and though you actually had never seen it before, this entire structure is laid out before you. Every detail comes in absolutely clear. At the core of a group of sorcerers, you see in some type of a being holding a spear, the torso and arms of a man, but the head of a demon, and where there should be legs, there was simply a large, some 25 feet of writhing, coiled snake coming out of it. It extends hands, piercing the skulls of sorcerers left and right, throwing coins at them. And then one, at the very entrance, slams down, his hands on the ground, callings for some intervention, and the creature disappears. That was the wizard you saw, the one that entered that day. And now he turns, looking at you, having burst inside. He almost hisses out, "What are you doing here?"
Frankly, I don't know, sir. But I'm here to ask some questions. One of which is If you're so powerful like I believe you to be, why am I trapped in my own memories? Perhaps if you're one of the NPCs that my mind has made up, maybe you can answer that for me.
He kind of chuckles a low chuckle. Oh, you're not trapped in here. Here is ceasing to exist.
What?
Make a intelligence save.
Well, we all know that this party is strong for that, aren't we?
You are the smartest one.
Yes, but I have an intelligence of +0, and that's a 3.
Ooh. Okay. Roll me a 1d100.
Well, that's just grand. That's just dandy, ain't it? 45.
45. You try to ask another question, and instead what comes out is babbling. It's no known language of any kind. You suddenly find that you cannot form words.
Well, I would say something on the matter, but it seems that I can't.
No, in fact, even that comes out as
I suppose I'll just listen to whatever this man has to say. If anything at all.
He just kind of cocks his head and says, "You see what I mean? You should have just enjoyed the memories you had while you could. Now you've made it here. There's so little left for you."
So what exactly is this that I mean, will like a bless or a cure wounds affect her at all?
You have to try that to find out.
Hmm. I don't think bless will do it. Me try cure wounds on Foxglove.
Okay. Well, remember, you have to roll to cast that.
I'm guessing it's a first level spell.
Well then roll to cast.
Good lord. 10. I mean, I'm assuming she's not unwilling, so it shouldn't be that hard.
No, but in her state, you still had to beat my roll, which you did.
Oh,
So
thank
you do
God
cast.
for that.
Yeah, you do cast Cure Wounds, and go ahead and do the hit points restored as well.
Okay. Now I gotta look again. 1d8. Um, 2 plus 6 is 8.
Nice. So, go ahead, Foxglove, and add 8 hit points back to your total. And make a wisdom save with advantage.
Nat 20.
Nice. You shake off the effect. You start realizing you can speech perfectly or speak perfectly again, and you feel something else, almost like a little blessing that you're not sure what it is.
All right, Buster. You're going to tell me what you mean by losing my memories. What exactly is going on here if you're so knowledgeable about all this?
You regained the ability to speak, but lost your accent. Oh, the horror!
I still have my accent, fine.
Corgi, you become like Mary Poppins, y'all.
Unlike some Robin Hoods, I can speak with an English accent. Aw.
To every job, there's an element of fun.
Foxgloves moved to Croydon.
Anyway, man, if we ever get a British listener, we're
All
in
of your
trouble.
blessings helps the archers go down.
I love it. Perfect. Okay, you asked a question, sorry. He just looks at you and he's like, all of these things you have witnessed, they're here to help you find yourself, so you can hold on just a little longer. Your friend Gremmel is trying so desperately to help you by showing you these building blocks.
Why would Grimmel want to help me? He's evil. Strives for it every day, actually.
Gremmel doesn't have a choice in the matter if he wishes to maintain his patron.
Okay, so what am I exactly supposed to do here? You just kind of thrust me into this situation without an ounce of direction or warning.
Well, I don't particularly have any control in the matter. I'm just a figment of your imagination.
This is really a quest to find out who I am, then why do I even need it? I know who I am. My performer name is Foxglove. I perform for any person I meet. I value money more than anything. I've had a hard life, but it's the life that's gotten me here. If there's anything else you need to know about me, then I don't say I get you.
Oh, but as I've pointed out, I don't particularly need to know any of this. I am just a figment of your imagination. There is something coming, though. Something that you will have to fight against. In the meantime, I do have to do something to hold you here while it works its way to this point. So, I do suppose we have to fight now. I'm terribly sorry about this. And,
No, you want and no, you don't.
well, as he says it, he lifts up what just looks like a quarterstaff at first, and then as he taps the butt on the ground, a full, like, sickle scythe extends horizontally out of the top of the staff.
Ooh, can I have a response?
Sure.
Me cast Bless.
Okay. Cool. So the whole party's blessed.
Yes.
Nice.
So 16. 16 to cast.
Nice. Well, that's very successful.
Yes. So, for the benefit of my party, whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. So now you guys get an extra d4.
God bless us, everyone.
Yes, Freya is good.
Freya, but you did that. I don't want to really. I don't feel like
Freya.
giving credit where it's not due. I mean, that was your doing.
You can say that again,
Okay,
Poplar.
I don't want to give credit where it's not due. That was your doing.
My power comes from Freya.
I don't see her. This whole god thing is just really crazy.
All right. Do you guys want to roll initiative?
Oh, yes. Me roll initiative.
A 20. Ah,
30-20.
dirty 8.
All right.
Me
See,
roll
all this
18.
discussion about gods and goddesses really distracted me.
All right. Well, Foxglove, you are in control. You have the ability to move first, as he has stated that you have to fight now.
All right. Since it's worked so well in this memory world, I guess my rapier is the best way to go.
Go for it.
Well, that's not going to hit. I got an 11.
You are correct. It does not hit.
Great.
Yep. Now, all right. So, well, Barry, your next in turn order. I was just giving you the bless to start us out. So, you cast this here. I was going to give it to Foxglove for this one, but then we go to the next person. So the sorcerer, he takes a step backwards, raising his scythe, and brings it over his head, piercing it into the ground. And as he does, you hear a unworldly, like an otherworldly scream, like if a skeleton were to be letting out a torturous like wail, and a ripple of just energy comes blasting through the room. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't think the +4 is going to help that much.
14?
Yeah.
Wait, we get a +4?
We're blessed.
So that's 8.
Oh, 1d4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get roll a 1d4. You
Oh.
roll an add-on.
14. 17.
Not bad.
Poplar got 15.
Ugh. Nat 20.
Oh,
Jeez, Barry coming out. Pop
Yes,
right
sir.
to 15, you said? All right. We are. Let me make sure I read this correctly. So, let's see. Poplart fails, Foxglove saves, and Barry takes absolutely no damage. Foxglove, your save. Oh, good. That can't be right. Oh, yeah. That's the wrong thing. Sorry. Tried to use an online dice roller and it didn't come out right. I put the wrong formula in. That's why I just prefer to roll them personally. All right. Foxglove, you take 12 necrotic damage, and Poplart, you get blasted with a full 24.
Poplar falls over unconscious.
Lord.
Oh.
That was a good
And the
save,
smell
Barry.
of burnt brownies permeates the air.
It's so bad, in fact. Actually, let's see. Poplart, give me a persuasion roll really quick.
Persuasion. 16.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, the sorcerer begins to cough, and you see him basically hack up a lung as he takes 3 damage from the smell of how badly burnt those brownies are.
Aha, see? Even in death, you cannot escape the power of the brownie.
I mostly just thought it would be hilarious. Anyway. All right. And it is, I guess, Poplar, it is your turn, so I need you to do a death saving throw.
That's a fail.
Okay. Noted. Okay, Foxglove.
Barry, how are you doing on health? Alright, I'm going to run over and cast Cure Wounds on Poplar.
Right. Uplark,
I don't
did
know.
it work? Or I guess what's your role for that?
She hasn't rolled yet. She's still looking.
Oh, okay. I was just confused. I was like, wait, something fell through here.
That is a 17 to cast.
Very successful.
And 9 health points back.
Let's
Nice.
see here. Did our damage from the last time around carry over? The last
What do you
memory.
mean, the last battle?
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so that means, let's see here, that was 34 total. Minus 3. All right, I'm at 6 hit points. Yay! The brownies smell slightly less burned.
And you regain consciousness. All right, Barry, it's you.
All right. Me, run at wizard and take wild swing with sword.
Go for it.
$17 to hit.
Oh, that very much hits.
And I didn't even roll my extra 1d4. Ooh, that is 14 damage.
Ouch.
You rolled a 10 on that.
All right. Well, that was a heck of a good hit. I mean, you really knocked him back. Let's see. As you slam into him and he lifts his hand up, you see a swirl of darkness completely encase his body, and he disappears. It moves outward like a sphere. It's like the lights are dimming, beginning with him. Let's see. And what does he do with that? Ah! Never been one much for the magic user types, so it takes me a moment. All right. I will roll to see. Yes, he is successful. A ray of like green energy shoots out from the darkness, and it hits you, Barry, straight in the chest. And I need you to make a Constitution save.
Not good. 12.
12 does not save. And you take 12, and it is poison damage. Unless you're immune or resistant or something.
Nope.
All right. Poplart.
Poplar
back.
goes, and he's going to run and try to hide somewhere. We're in kind of a... Oh, I'm trying to think what area. I'm
You're in a
trying to
building.
think what the building structure would be like. Would there be pillars or something around to hold up the roof?
Well, it's a summoning spot
Yeah.
for sorcerers, so I'm sure there would be many
Yes.
steps and columns.
So, I go to try and hide behind a column. Is there one nearby?
Within
Alright.
your movement range, yes.
Then I run over there and try to hide. And, oh, that's a 26 to hide.
Oh, you're very hidden.
All right. And then, at my hiding spot, do a quick little, ha-ha! Quick shot.
Do you have
no.
dark vision? Okay,
Well, that's a disadvantage, right?
you are most definitely at
Oh,
disadvantage
yay!
here,
So
yes.
my 9 to hit probably isn't good enough.
No, it does
Yeah.
not hit.
Okay.
Did you
But-
add your 1d4 to that?
No. Oh, 9 plus 2 is 11.
Still does not hit.
Yeah. I kind of assumed as
Sorry.
much.
All right, Foxglove.
All right, rapier it is. Hopefully I can hit it this time.
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Awesome. So you're just gonna charge right up into that expanding orb of darkness.
Yep. Does the blessing work for to hit
It saves
too?
and to hit.
Or no? Yes. Okay.
Yes, I believe that's the point.
Then that is a dirty 20.
Dang, yeah, that hits. You call that shot and you just slam it right into him.
All right.
Nailed it.
5 damage.
All right. He takes that hit and he's just like, "What? How did you? Ow!" All right, Barry.
Right. Me also leap forward and take mighty swing through darkness with sword.
And you have dark vision?
Yes.
Awesome. Yep, you leap in, and also you are able to track and see exactly where Foxglove went. Do you bring down your sword for... What's your to hit?
Me rolling. Me not doing well. Oh wait. What's that? Oh, nope. Oh wait. 11 plus 6. Oh, 17. Haha. Oh. Yes, 17 to hit.
Dang, yeah, that hits.
Thank goodness for buffs. Which is 11 damage.
Alright, alright. So you... basically... I can explain this. Foxglove jumped in, pierced him, held him in place. You came in, and you slashed him like a forensics dummy on Forged in Fire. Just basically cut him in half.
Me sliced him in twain?
Yep. And all of a sudden you hear Poplart from the back kind of squeak, "Mark!"
Mark.
Yeah, because you sliced him in twain.
So, okay.
I know, that was bad.
Literature reference.
Oh, that's better than all of the, crematory jokes we were making today.
I bet you guys were
working
on
in the
fire.
Yeah, we were. Well, we were, but we did eventually
Ah.
get pretty burnt out. Anyway, it's one of those setups you really got to earn.
No, the thing is, a lot of people are like kind of put off against the mortuary industry for some reason, but at the end of the day, it's the one like business that everyone's dying to get into.
Yeah.
What is this? What is the title of this episode going to be called? Reliving tragic past with puns?
Wait, so does that mean your past is full of puns, or
Past funny business.
yeah?
Oh no. Potentially posthumous punny business.
Oh, I kind of like that one.
Anyway, so the guy gets cut down, and the two halves hit the ground, and he's fading away, and you hear this, "Oh, I'm half the man I used to be," as he disappears into the dust. Anyway,
I mean, if he
But
really
he-
was a member of my subconscious, then I guess he's a little more punny than I would have given him credit for.
maybe you were just killing that part of yourself.
You know, just oppressing it.
Yeah. So
Listen, I tried
The-
stand-up comedian one time. It did not work out, so that's why I just sing now.
that's totally fair. I mean, it makes sense to me. So the ground begins to shake, and there's this. How can I describe this? This feeling you have that there is something clawing its way up from like the depths of the darkness. And as the walls around you turn into first dust and smoke and then clear, and you realize that you're on an open plain, a floor of little more than what looks to be some degraded stone extending as far as the eye can see in all directions, and from the ground rises up what looks at the center to be like an exposed brain. Below it, legs of various almost insectoids coming off, a tail of cartilage, mouth with pinchers and little bits of like tentacles sticking off on the front side. It looks at you and hisses. Roll your new initiatives.
Why does my brain have such a bone to pick with me? It doesn't even have any bones.
Who says it's your brain?
Well, I would just assume that it is. By the way, Foxglove got a 10.
Uplar got 16.
All right.
Say they're really taking these drug awareness commercials to the next level. Like, this is your brain on drugs.
Yeah, right.
Me got 13.
Awesome. Well, so funnily enough, that puts Poplard at the top.
Is there like an upper area of this pillar structure, like a rafter thing that I can scurry up to?
Oh no.
Oh,
Everything has melted away. The pillars melted away, the structure
All
melted away. It's just you
All right.
and it.
How far am I from Barry?
Oh, from Barry? Let's see. He was up ahead of you before. Let's call it like
All right, so within
15, 20
range to
feet.
hide behind his
Pretty
bulky,
close.
manly legs. All right, bonus action. I go in there
absolutely.
and hide. I get 16 to hide. Am I hiding?
Let's see. I don't know why not. Let's see. What is your intelligence?
8 -1.
I just needed to know. So while you are physically hidden, you get the feeling that the creature knows exactly where
Okay,
you
well
are.
that's not reassuring. So that's no sneak attacks or anything. Anyway, I tried to attack anyway. Pop off a shot from the safety of Ares' leg coverage. And that is a 12 to hit. Unless we're still blessed.
Does not hit. Oh, you should be. I don't know why you wouldn't
And
be.
that is a 13 to hit. Yep.
It had one.
Poplight's not doing so well with
Oh,
his
man.
combat this game.
Yeah, your arrow goes flying straight at it, and it snatches it out of the air with its tentacle, brings it into its mouth, and crunches down,
Poplight just
breaking
says,
your arrow
"Oh
in
my."
half. All right, Barry.
Well, me try attacking it with sword. Actually, no, wait. How far away is it?
Oh, let's call it 20 feet ahead of you. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
At least
all right.
20 feet.
Me leap forward and take swing with sword.
Awesome. Swing.
Oh, for this. Well, let's see. 13 to hit.
You bounce your sword off of one of its keratin shielded arms. And as you do, it swings back. Not that it's going to do particularly well, but it swings that claw to hit you with a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
And now that you have moved, and it focuses it for a moment on Poplart, who became exposed. And Poplart, I need you to make an intelligence
my
saving
specialty. That's a grand total of 3.
throw. Okay.
Did you
Oh,
did
no,
you add
no,
the
I
1d4?
didn't. Well, let me see if that's going to really save me here. Wait. Oh, I went up to 6.
Okay. Your intelligence score is reduced to 0, and you fall over incapacitated as a babbling idiot.
I'm pretty sure that it's not much of a downgrade for me normally, so yay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that kind of checks out.
Me think we're
Oh,
all going to
fuck.
die tonight.
Foxglove, it's
Hey,
your
you
turn.
ain't dying in my brain. There isn't any cemeteries in my brain. You're going to have to die elsewhere.
Ooh, I like that. I have a style point for that one.
Oh, what?
Style point.
Yay. Where the points all made up and the rules don't matter. Alrighty.
Hey, this isn't the internet.
Yeah, it's not like we're on Reddit or something.
Alright. If only. Attack with my rapier. Seems to have been doing the trick, I guess.
Sure, you run up and stab in.
For 18.
Oh, that hits.
Six damage. No, wait,
Oh,
8.
yeah.
Sorry. 8 damage.
8? Nice.
Eight.
Yeah, you give it a stab and it pulls back twitches. You heard it.
Well, good. This is my brain. It should at least know that.
Well, you're the first one to hurt it, which is great. All right, let's see. Well, back to Poplart, who's on the ground as a babbling idiot. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. I'm just reading the text here. Okay, well, we're going to move on to Barry, I guess.
Me try swinging again.
Holy
roll
cow!
Nat 20.
Nice.
Make up for the 3 I
You
rolled
trained
last
Barry
time.
over here.
All right.
All right. Let me roll again. Oh, not so much. Not so good. Let me see. The second roll is 17.
Holy crap. No, you did quite well. So, yeah, you come around and you give it a massive blow, left, right, and you just start dicing off pieces of brain, and you see it start to wobble, basically looking like it had been given a full lobotomy. It's dying, but there seems to be something linking it, something holding it. It tries to claw at Foxglove, seemingly only able to see her now. It moves closer, trying but missing repeatedly to hit. Foxglove, what do you do?
I stab with my rapier.
Awesome. Give me a quick roll to hit, just to make sure.
Well. 26.
Holy crap! You pierce it right into the midpoint of the brain,
with
and
your
it
head.
drops. There's twitches left and right, and the world starts to fade. Everything starts going black, and then you blink. Your eyes open, and you feel something like oozing its way out of you, out of the side of your head, out of your ear comes this like mass of almost ground hamburger and fluid as it flops to the floor, and everyone else sees it and is just like, ew.
Am I no longer babbling?
What?
Aha! I shall
No,
just
you are no
babble
longer
regularly
babbling.
then.
Am I awake now or am I still unconscious?
You're awake.
I never want something like that inside me again. And that's what she said.
Sounds like a few
Ba-dum-bum.
women I've dated.
Should we just go out on that Costanza moment?
The kind of thing that any father would
I
would
feel
love
like we
to
should
hear.
stop there. That's the Costanza moment. Anyway. Yes, everyone's you're awake. You're sitting in this cave. Grimo looks quite worse for the wear. It is babbling about Zaratan bidding done. tired, and just kind of tips over.
Well, that's bloody useful, ain't it?
Could have been worse.
Yeah, I suppose we could be dead in my hellhole of a memoryscape.
Exactly. I mean, your memory does not seem that cozy and stuff. Like,
It's not. It really isn't.
I mean, I suppose I can see where all these issues are coming from now.
Huh. Issues. Like you're any
I
better
don't
than
have
me,
any issues.
Pipsqueak.
I'm fine with who I am. I help people. Yeah, I lose things all the time, and I help them.
Well, if you ever need any pointers in seeing your own personal flaws, be free to call me
No,
up. I'll
thanks.
point them out for free.
Appreciate the offer, though.
How delightful.
Isn't it?
Well, should we say it's safe to say that you guys spend the next little while basically getting your heads back on straight, getting Grimmel upright again, basically becoming
I think
functional,
functional
so you
might
can
be a
move on?
bit of an overstatement.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we think we need a long rest.
Yes, well, I believe that would be good. I think everyone should just kind of, like after everything you guys have dealt with, the physical trauma, psychological trauma, all of it, you just need some decompression time. So we'll say you just make camp and relax. Try to,
Okay.
deal with whatever you need to deal with. And I think it's been a few games now, so I think it's about time we level up. Is that right?
Oh, good. Yeah. We need more hit points.
We go to level 5.
Well, perfect.
Yes, level 5.
Yes, you have survived adventures, both of the physical and of the mind.
Yes. Yes, we're not really equipped to do mind travails.
You did well, though. You mean you survived?
Oh.
Yeah. Just a couple of babbling.
No.
But I would say, as a party, fighting in our mind is not really our strong suit.
Especially my mind. You get out of there.
Oh,
Yes, my proficiency
Yeah, all of us
bonus
should have
levels
+3
up.
now.
Ha 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 ha.
Better
Whoop.
at being bad.
Obviously.
What'd you get? So what did you guys think of the, oh crap, we're not going to have a player, let's make this work idea?
No, it worked well.
It did.
Good.
I wasn't expecting I would get all the spotlight. I was like, oh god, okay, I guess this is happening.
Well, the way the previous episode had ended, and then when we found out about Gremmel not going to be here, I thought, oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
it actually worked out really well.
I've realized that I've changed Foxglove's voice like 3 times now.
That's fine.
Wow, she definitely hasn't gotten an Australian accent yet. I would have noticed.
See, I was just thinking I sounded like Tangerine and Lemon from Bullet Train.
Ah, yes.
Who decided name us Tangerine and Lemon? Well, you're Lemon because nobody likes lemons. People like lemons, lemon drops, lemon meringue pie. When was the last time you had a lemon meringue pie?
They're more of you're making them sound too posh. They're more of like of course, when's the last time? Oh, let's see if I can do it right. When's the last time you had a lemon meringue pie? I can't even do Croydon. It comes out Australian.
It does.
But like
Crikey,
the
mate.
South Londoner accent.
I'm just doing whatever accent I really feel like. I'm not the best at accents, even though I've done multiple shows now where I have to
So-
utilize accents. See, the accent is morphing as I'm talking
Fun
about
fact
accents.
about that South London place, though. So, Croydon's infamous for being kind of the rough part of London and having that like really dirty, gruff accent to it. And I actually met someone one time from Croydon that did not sound like they were from there. And I was like, wow, you really don't sound like you're from Croydon. And they got pissed off. They're like, not everyone in Croydon sounds like they're like that. Like, and when other British people heard it, they were like, isn't that a compliment to say, for someone to say you don't sound like you're from Croydon? Apparently in England, it's very accenty. Like, you get discriminated against for the way you speak.
Yeah.
Well, but the funny...
Absolutely.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's like I watched. Oh, go ahead. I watched this one show one time, some dumb dating show where this English lord guy got involved with this chick from Georgia, and he brought her to meet his friends, and she said blueberry, and one of his friends corrected her and said, "It's not blueberry, it's blueberry."
Oh, you're from Oregon.
yeah.
Do they have lots of oregano there? Oh.
Like, no, we pronounce our consonants. We don't just draw out our vowels. This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for our character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
I was talking about my online career.